All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Philadelphia Eagles. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Go. 180!
Exit.
They'll run on first down. It's Green. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, Wentz. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Go.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Waiting!
Mike, 58, right there. Check tight.
Now on 2nd and 13. Wentz. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he connects with Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing is Wentz. Gets it off to Freeman. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
I'm coming after you.
Wentz going to throw. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does, and in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are, and you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Wentz to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wentz. It's caught by Funchess. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And this one is right through. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 32-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams 1st down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And he gets it down to the 32. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Yo. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. Oh, he's looking for a touchdown deep for Woods. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Like 20.
Watch his flat.
Now it's gone. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles 16. You think back to the Super Bowl against New England, the Rams never even got into the red zone in that game. And now here they are in the red zone on their opening drive with a 1st down.
6-man. Check girls.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 13-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Tonight, like 20.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
On 2nd and 7, Goff. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
But that doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And it's caught for a Rams touchdown by Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Rams have taken the lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw is Wentz. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 19. Wentz now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go.
From the 44, Wentz. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Wentz. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That one a first down pickup of 8. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Now, that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Wentz now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Wentz now to throw. And that is caught. It's Aguilar for the Eagle touchdown. Nelson Aguilar. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast. But a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
180.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Check 50. Check 50. Hold on. Check.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Goff. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
180.
Man, I got you.
Throwing on third. Goff. They got a man. It's Woods. And he's taken down inside the 30. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first down.
Gurley with a carry on first down. He'll only get a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Los Angeles.
Two minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Goff now looking to throw. That's into the hands of the tight end Leggett. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Todd Gurley standing by his lonesome in the backfield here. 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rush will just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Tyler Higbee. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams are once again going to retake the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10.
14, Eagles 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. Funches has it complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 43. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On first down, Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but I believe it was covered by an Eagle. It was, and Philadelphia is going to hold on to the football. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. To throw, it's Wentz. He sets to fire deep. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
Well, this one's knuckling it. It just does get over the crossbar. He didn't get much of it, but he got it to go. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
Here's Goff. And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
A play fake to Gurley. Now Goff. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Trying to get it to Woods, but now it'll be third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now gone. And that will be incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a two-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here we go, D. Here I come.
After the penalty, here's Freeman. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. That's a gain of 6 on the first down run.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. But now it's third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. A big third down pickup of 20 yards.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Fighting through, and he's got space. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Freeman, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. They've done a good job of holding him down in the first half, but he explodes for a big one right there.
Yeah, I've got an image in my head of him being surrounded by a bunch of people, really, with ropes and other things trying to keep him locked in. But eventually they got tired too, and just as you noted, he broke out.
And it's a guy that usually you can only keep down for so long. Extra point attempt to come here. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the gun, it's Wentz. Gets it off to Freeman. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
I got you. I got you.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. An Eagle first down, Wentz to Ertz.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Focus, defense, focus.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Wentz going to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Oh, yeah, and here we go again. Here we go again.
Out of the gun. Goff. He gets it to Cooks. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
I'm coming.
Hey, alert 3.
3rd and 2. Goff. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. On the draw, this will be Freeman. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
From just shy of midfield, Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 31-yard line. Wentz now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. Ertz over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On first down, Green. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on first and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll keep it on the ground. Green, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case. That play got bottled up.
Second down and goal. Wentz to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. Third and goal. Now Wentz. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devin Funchess, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys have now moved out in front.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
To throw is Wentz, and he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now gone. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Gurley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Gurley again here on 1st down. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Timmy Jernigan, the Florida State man, in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense.
Goff. And Woods has it complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 28.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the Rams first down.
Goff now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now it's Goff. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Let's go.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Gurley. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Gurley. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Figuring they're going for it on 4th down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they... Stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Green, and he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Here we go, 120. Come on.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Green, and he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Taking it about the 36. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000.
Here we go. 180.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
One last throw here for Goff. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. But, Charles, a one-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that one-score game. We all knew what was coming, the Hail Mary. They just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long and see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.
So for Philadelphia, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast.